And now it's time for Daily Du'as.
I do enjoy this time of the programme with Brother Haydar Jazani. Assalamu alaikum. Welcome and thank you for joining us again.
Always is a pleasure.
Always good to see you. Always good to see you. As you know, Du'as, integral part of Islam, the part of the show that I'm really getting into this
Lifting our spirits up.
Yes, definitely.
I mean, that's what the supplications are there for. The du'as, the benefits of du'as, is to not only bring you closer to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, but also to make sure that you have faith in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Because when you're asking a person for something, you must really, know that this person will actually give you what it is. So usually if you know this person is, a person who's not giving, you'll never really go and ask him, oh, can I have, because he's known to be not given.
Mm-hmm.
Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is known to be giving and Kareem, and this is part of his names.
Absolutely.
So you ask him, and سوف أعطيكم. He goes, ask me and I'll give you whatever you need.
Is there a tradition that says even ask for the salt in your food, ask, because the etiquette is to honour that he's our creator, he's the one who provides every sustenance that we have, and we must rely on him for our needs. And then again, it's up to him to... so today, please talk us through what we're going to talk about. So
this specific dua is very
what do you have
beautiful.
for us today? What dua do you have for us today?
This one's beautiful.
Okay.
They're all beautiful, but each one has their own kind of beauty.
Unique beauty, yeah?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So this one is more of a kind of, it's very emotional. So this one usually brings a tear to a person's eye, because it tells you, oh Allah, set me right for the religion that you have made, a safeguard for me. So you have made a guideline for me, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, to the way I live my life. Oh Allah, make me see this guideline. Don't blind me from this blessing.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Because there's a lot of people who have their blessings in front of them, they don't see it. But there is a blessing there.
It's like it's not there if you don't see it though, right? Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah.
Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bestowed light upon your life. He bestowed you a well-being, health. He's bestowed you a family. All these things are blessings. The reason why you wake up in the morning is because of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. It's because what you ask Him. Sometimes when you ask Him for something, it doesn't have to be physical. Oh Allah, bless me health. You can't see your health.
Mm-hmm. We often say rizq doesn't mean money, does it, necessarily?
No. Rizq is part of your health.
Yeah.
Rizq al-afiyah. Oh Allah, bless me. Rizq al-afiyah. Al-afiyah is my well-being. So rizq doesn't have to be something physical. Something to live by. Just to, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, give me patience against my enemies. Give me patience against those who hate me. Give me patience of those who stand in my way as I worship you, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala.
And those are big things, man, because everybody, in life we have adversities. Many of us can relate to that, in whatever sphere of our life, but there's going to be adversities and people that try your patience. Absolutely try your patience.
Definitely.
I really relate to that one. I know
your
many that try my patience.
And you get tested upon that specific time when you have someone who actually comes and tests your patience. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala sent this person to you.
Yes.
To test your patience. And patience is something very key in Islam. Rasulullah had patience. He had people throwing rubbish at him when he walked in the streets of Medina. Or they used to throw stones at him.
Taif, with the rocks, the kids at Taif.
We take a lady like Sayyida Zainab, the embodiment of patience. She's the main example Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has blessed us with. This is another blessing.
Absolutely.
To have Sayyida Zainab, to look at her patience. She lost her family, she lost everyone in front of her eyes, yet she stayed strong and patient.
And grateful.
She said, Alhamdulillah, Allah has taken these from a sacrifice from me. I am part of the sacrifice.
And I think when you look at the patience, if we can't go through that trial, then how would we exert our patience? How would we refine our patience? No one is born with, immaculate morals. We're learning as we're going along. So it's a blessing to have those people that are trusting your patience.
It's almost as if the patience doesn't exist until you're in that situation.
Yeah. Definitely. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given us so many life examples, so many things that has taken place.
Yeah.
We can speak about Sayyida Zainab, we can speak about Imam al-Kadhim.
Yeah.
Imam al-Kadhim was prisoned.
Mm-hmm.
And yet he had to remain patient. Usually when a person who stays inside a room, which is the same size as him, standing or laying, that's how big the room was. And it's absolutely dark. A normal being will go insane. He'll lose faith.
Sensory deprivation,
Complain.
that will
He'll
become a
complain,
clinical
exactly,
condition,
he'll complain.
for the average person,
You know, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has blessed us with these examples that we take very lightly in our daily basis.
Do you think in this day and age that we focus more on what we don't have because we're constantly looking at what others perceive to have a life of perfection, or, you know, and that we're saying, well, I don't have what they have and I want more. Do you think we live?
Of course, you know, we live in a time where there's people who work a lot more than we do, who are blessed a lot more than we are. But you know, a blessing is not what you have in this dunya.
No.
A blessing is what you need to have in the akhirah. People can have all the blessings in the dunya, but won't have the blessings of the akhirah.
That's
Sometimes
very
because they've been given, almost like they've been given their blessing now, but there's nothing waiting for them. Nothing waiting for them.
But there's people who have their blessings now and later. But this is because of who they are and what they've done in their daily basis. Allah gives you tawfiq in this dunya. Why? How? Allah gives you tawfiq in this dunya through these supplications, through praying towards Him. Making sure you're praying on time. You wake up for Fajr, you give the effort, you give effort towards Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and He'll give you. Tawfiq is brought through this. Is brought through the teachings of Ahlul Bayt that we need to take on our daily lives every single day. Wake up, alhamdulillah wa shukr, we awake. And we go to sleep, Ya Allah, allow me to wake up tomorrow and serve you.
Because we shouldn't take that for granted.
No.
There's no guarantee.
No,
That is not automatic.
No one knows when their time is up. And once their time is up, that's why I advise a lot, take care of your mothers.
Wow.
Take care of your mothers, because once you lose a mother, you lose everything. Now, me, myself, growing up, I've made my mum upset a few times. But this is me being a young kid.
Yeah.
But she had the teachings of the Ahlul Bayt to stay patient with me, to bring me up with strength. And you know, I've lost my grandma very recently. And I honestly felt half of the pain of losing your mother. Because the mother is the sweetness of your family. When you go inside your house and your mother's not there, she's on holiday, the house is a mess.
It's a different
It
place.
is.
There's a smell. Every day I come
energy,
home,
different vibes.
exactly, the candles are on,
Yeah.
it smells beautiful, the house is clean, everything's chilling, everyone's smiling, food is ready.
Kitchen's popping, yeah.
Exactly,
yeah,
it's
yeah,
popping, man.
Yeah.
But when you lose this kind of blessings, you know, you're like, oh, I should have done this and I should have done that and I should have made her feel better and I should have taken out, I should have done this. That's when you start regretting. This is the same as having any other blessings. You know, hold your blessings and be thankful towards it.
I couldn't agree with you more. I think it's a perfect example to say about, you know, valuing our mothers, parents, grandparents. You know, these are all blessings. And a mother's dua has such an esteemed position. So you obviously lost your grandmother a few years ago. I lost my mother, and I felt when I was nursing her and she was ill, people said, you know, even at this point, ask for her du'as. And so when she passed away, it felt like the cloud that was protecting me from the sun had gone.
Wow.
And her mercy was, you know, she's always reciting du'as for us, playing Quran. So yes, definitely those blessings are everywhere if we recognize them. And I think,
and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala values the mother's dua.
yeah,
Dua al-Umm mustajab. She values them. Why? Because the mother is what she feeds you, the love of Ahlul Bayt, the love of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. That's why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, your mother, your mother, your mother, then your father.
3 times the mother.
Because your mother's the one who goes through the pain with you. Your father's there, what? To teach you, to guide you in the right path. But your mother's the one to teach you and guide you through the love that she feeds you.
morality, everything she's nurturing through her actions.
Mothers give more than milk, right?
Yeah.
Oh
More
yeah,
than
definitely.
milk, yeah,
Through that milk is blessings.
And she gives more.
Blessing, and she gives more,
Yeah,
and she lives to, you know, like you upset her, she tells you no problem, I forgive you.
There's a hadith, isn't there, that says when your mother loves you, then Allah loves you how many times more than what a mother loves you. And you think the mercy our mothers show us, like you said, we've all erred in our youth and, you know, probably upset them in our ignorance. But often I think when we look at our journey in this life, we are those ignorant that think we know it all, but we really don't. And as the older you get, you start to realize of your own ignorance, that you know nothing. And when we're looking at these du'as, we're beseeching, we're beggars, because that is our status. You think that without Allah's mercy to provide, to give us a love, nurturing through these mediums that He puts on this world, our mothers, where would we be? Completely lost. And
may Allah grant you some patience with what happened to you with your mother as well, inshallah.
Inshallah.
So so we're talking about discussing this dua.
So this dua is very beautiful. It's basically, Allahumma, give me patience to what's going to happen today. Oh Allah, I refuse any sinful meanings which will embark my journey when I leave my house.
Yeah.
So this is kind of dua, is to kind of say, Ya Allah, it's tawakkul again.
That reliance. You're
giving your reliance towards Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Ya Allah, I'm coming out in your safety. And I'm coming out and I want to put away anything that comes in my way. Oh Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, bless me patience. Oh Allah, bless me a strong heart for me to fight against the bad willings. So this dua is nice. So each verse is mustahab to be recited 3 times. You don't have to. But the istahabbat of the ad'iyah is like that. Oh Allah, I seek refuge through your forgiveness from this wrath. We live in a very dark world, where everything around us is a sin. Where we live in a time where it's very easy for you to kind of go into a bad path.
Oh yeah.
But inshallah, through the love of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, through the love of Ahlul Bayt too, and they will help us too in that time. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, they will stand for us. And this is what we live for. We live for their shafa'ah.
And we can't even take it for granted that we're in a particular geographical location in the world and we're safe from the influence of the shaitan, because we're living in the time of the World Wide Web, and it comes with its pluses, but it comes with its minuses. So there's a lot of temptation and information and misinformation out there as well. So we have to be wherever we are. I think on planet Earth, we need to be vigilant.
I think when you talk about shaitan, we almost think of him as this, there's the red-horned, 2-horned object. But he's actually, the way he says waswas and how he comes to us in different ways.
Yeah, a little bit more subtle than a red-horned creature, right?
Yeah. And the more we try to stay affirmed to our faith, he's coming in such discreet.
He comes to you as a friend.
Devious.
He'll come to you as a family member.
Yes.
He'll come to you in different shapes and sizes, different ways.
So the translation of the Quran say, the shaitan, quoting shaitan, that I'm your friend, I'm your advisor, I've come to give you good counsel.
Yeah. It'll come to your mind as your second conscience.
That's the first, That's what they say, to purify those thoughts that first come into your mind, because from that will be your intention and from that will be your action. So if that isn't clear and we're not, then we can't, the cycle is going to be incomplete. So
it's almost like if you're trying to go in a straight line, if you just deviate just a little bit, then the location where you end up, from where you intended to where you actually end up, is going to be well off once you travel some distance. So would you be able to recite this beautiful dua for us?
Allahumma salli ala Muhammadin wa ali Muhammad. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. اللهم أصلح لي ديني الذي جعلته لي عصمة. اللهم أصلح لي دنياي التي جعلت فيها معاشي. اللهم أصلح لي آخرتي التي جعلت إليها مرجعي. اللهم إني أعوذ برضاك من سخطك وأعوذ بعفوك من نقمتك. اللهم إني أعوذ بك لا مانع لما أعطيت ولا معطي لما منعت ولا ينفع ذا الجد منك الجد برحمتك يا أرحم الراحمين. So this part of this beautiful dua, Allahumma aslih li dini alladhi ja'altu li asmatan. Allahumma fix my religion, my belief in your religion, which you have blessed me as a asma. Asma is it's a pride, it's a blessing from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. When an imam or a nabi becomes ma'soom, he has his asma. And this asma is a blessing from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala.
So when you say asma and you say pride, not kibr, this is something different.
Oh no, this is completely different. Asma, when a person is ma'soom, he means it's sinless, infallible. You gave me this piece of infallibility towards your supplications, O Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And so Allahumma aslih li dunyaya allati ja'alta fi ma'ashi. And then Allahumma fix the dunya that I'm living in, that you made it my lifestyle. Thank you for this blessing. So we wake up every morning, our daily routine is what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has blessed.
That is a gift. That is a gift.
Truly is a gift. This dua is beautiful. And Nabi Muhammad used to recite this every morning. Nabi Muhammad, see, something that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given them that we won't ever be able to do is they say sleeping is ibadah.
Yep.
But where did you get the time to have all these ad'iyah when you wake up for Fajr? You know, Nabi Muhammad used to do this ad'iyah. There's narrations that Nabi Muhammad before he prays, there's a set of supplications he'll read. After in between, there's another set, and after he finishes, just before he goes back to sleep, or maybe they don't go back to sleep, they carry on with their ibadah.
Well, there's du'as for sunrise, so I presume there's a whole routine. So in terms of this one, was this what time is the best time to read this dua?
So this one hasn't got a specific time. This one is obviously the mustahabbat mala that Rasulullah used to recite at Fajr.
Okay.
But of course, this is the type of dua you can recite anytime.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be for Fajr. The mustahab of it, the timing of it, is just after Fajr.
Okay.
After you've recited it, you're going to go about your day. This is the type of dua you recite.
Thank you so much for the recitation today. It's been absolutely beautiful dua. That's all we've got time for. Next up, we have Sister Masuma Jafar with hijab and etiquette and the safety of